pranam to you and all the devotees on the call. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Rupini Padma Devi Dasi from Orlando, Florida.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining. And Hare Krishna devotees, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Today we are so fortunate to have Her Grace Sham Kishori Mataji from Tennessee. And today Mataji will enlighten us on Srimad Bhagvatam, Canto 7, Chapter 6, verse 11 onwards. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. And whenever you are ready, please take over the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to all the assembled devotees. Thank you for giving me the service to serve all the Vaishnavas. Thank you so much. So, Mataji, we will start with Mangalacharan. Om Agyantimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Sapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yuddha Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sanjeevam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamascha Ye Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanustute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Pavtrubhascha Kripa Sindhubhevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devyam Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirvi Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshadarine Mantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So Mataji just wanted to confirm. So we are starting from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 6, text from 11 onward. Is it correct?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you for giving me service. Okay, so we will read the shloka now. Katham priyaya anukampitaya sangam rahasyam ruchiram cha mantran sahar sutat snehasita shishunam Kalaksharanam Anurakta Chitta Putran Smar Taguhitra Hardaya Bratrin Savashra Vapitrau Chadinau Grahan Manojor Parichadamscha ऋतेश्च कुलाय पशुभृताय वरगान् त्यजेत कोशास्त्रिदिवे हमानः क्रमानि लोभात् अवित्राप्तकामा औपास्थाय जेऽहं बाहु मन्यमानः कथं विरज्येत् दुरन्तामोहा. So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 6. We are reading from text 11 to 13. So the translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: how can a person who is most affectionate to his family, the core of his heart being always filled with their pictures, give up their association? Especially a wife is always very kind and sympathetic and always pleases her husband in a solitary place. Who could give up the association of such a dear and affectionate wife? Small children talk in broken language, very pleasing to hear, and their affectionate father always think of their sweet words. How could he give up their association? One's elderly parents and one's sons and daughters are also very dear. A daughter is especially dear to her father, and while living at her father's house, she is always in his mind. Who could give up that association? Aside from this, in household affairs, there are many decorated items of household furniture, and there are also animals and servants. Who could give up such comforts? The attachment householder is like a silkworm which weaves a cocoon in which it becomes imprisoned, unable to get out. Simply for the satisfaction of two important senses, the tongue and the genital and the tongue, one is bound by material conditions. How can one escape? Purport: in household affairs, the first attraction is the beautiful and pleasing wife, who increases household attraction more and more. One enjoys his wife with two prominent sense organs, namely the tongue and the genitals. The wife speaks very sweetly. This is certainly an attraction. Then she prepares very palatable foods to satisfy the tongue. And when the tongue is satisfied, one gains strength in the other sense organs, especially the genitals. Thus, the wife gives pleasure in sexual intercourse. Household life means sex life. Yan me tunadi grahamedi sukham hi tucham. This is encouraged by the tongue. Then there are children. A baby gives pleasure by speaking sweet words in broken language. And when the sons and daughters are grown up, one becomes involved in their education and marriage. Then there are one's own father and mother to take care of. And one also becomes concerned with the social atmosphere and with pleasing his brother and sister. A man becomes increasingly entangled in household affairs, so much so that leaving them becomes almost impossible. Thus, the household becomes Graham Anthakupam, a dark well into which the man has fallen. For such a man to get out is extremely difficult unless he is helped by a strong person, a spiritual master, who helps the fallen person with a strong rope of spiritual instructions. A fallen person should take advantage of this rope, and then the spiritual master or the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna will take him out of the dark well. Hare Krishna. So this is so nice. Like we are reading in our evening class. We started 8th chapter, and this is 6th chapter. We just finished like few weeks back this chapter, and this is like we know, like reading about Prahlad Maharaj is so always joyful. And like from the beginning of this canto, we know like there are very nice questions started with this canto. Like 7th canto started like how Krishna is partial. And like from that, Narad Muni start telling this nice pastimes about Prahlad Maharaj to Yudhishthira Maharaj. And this shlokas, like we know, like this is like Prahlad Maharaj is teaching to his friends, classmates, like how the material life is like that. Even though Prahlad Maharaj is 5-year-old boy, like we all can see, like how knowledge, there is no age barrier for the knowledge. Anybody can get this knowledge. So, and this knowledge is the supreme. Like we had very nice, like we had a, like day before yesterday, we had a nice India Fest here in the temple, Hindu temple. There is very nice Hindu temple close to our house. We put a small book table there, and one lady we met too, and she's Gujarati lady, and she told us how she came to Krishna consciousness. We were surprised to hear like how our that philosophy Prabhupada gave is excellent. Like she said, she's listening, like we know that Prabhu, like our who is very famous in Gujarati Bhagvatam Katha, he gives. So Prabhu, so Prabhu is very nice, like Lal Govind Prabhu, and she was continuously hearing Prabhu's Katha. And by the hearing, she said like she left. She's no more eating onion and garlic, and she wants to meet some devotee. And as soon as when we were on the book table, and she saw our daughter, she was roaming around with the tilak, and she said, when I saw the tilak, I was so happy to see. So this is the fact of association. So here Prahlad Maharaj is teaching to his friend like how the association matter. He is describing here a person who is totally materialistic, whose heart is always with his family members. The picture in his heart is like his wife, especially his wife, and the children, then parents, brother, sister, and everybody who is, and all of us, we all feel this in our life also. If in our relative or somebody, if they are not Krishna conscious, we all can feel that same thing. Like same thing, they also have just bodily affection. And when we change our affection toward Krishna, like toward the end, described very nicely, like how the spiritual master play such a wonderful role in our life. And even before meeting the spiritual master, we meet devotees. By the inspiration of devotees, we have desire to have a spiritual master. We become strict in our sadhana, our bhakti. So that's why like devotional service is so important, and association of devotees is very, very important. So that's in the translation and purport. We could see like how Prahlad Maharaj is teaching to his friends, like how this material world is like andhakupam. Andhakupam, Prabhupada is describing nicely, like how if somebody fall in the well, it's very hard to come out, because we all know we are all mostly from India. So even in America also, we could understand like well is a dark place. If somebody goes there is no hope for that person to come out, unless we have to send him a strong rope. And the spiritual master is the person who send us the rope, and with the knowledge of the Shastras. With that only we can come out from this well. Otherwise there is no hope. So here it described very nicely, like the materialistic person's heart is always like just with the picture of the family members. So because he don't have that knowledge that how there is something superior, and after getting the knowledge also, it's sometimes it's very hard. Like in the preaching purpose, when we meet somebody, we ask somebody like, please chant Krishna's name, chant 1 round, 2 round. So in that time, like we meet people and we ask, sometime we feel immediately like somebody starts 16 round, and sometime people take time, maybe 1 round, 2 round, and 3 round. So that we can see like how their karma is. Like this is like devotional service, like somebody start immediately, somebody take times. So this is here, like we can see Prahlad Maharaj is teaching his friends so nicely, like this is the reality of the material world. Because Prahlad Maharaj know they are all the sons of demon. He know like they are in the Andhakupam. And Prahlad Maharaj, we know like Prahlad Maharaj, 2 teachers, Sanda and Amarka. As soon as they go out from the class, immediately Prahlad Maharaj start teaching them. And that's why like we will see toward the end, all the sons of demons, they will be asking him question like, how you got this knowledge? You are also like us. How come this knowledge is coming? You are giving this knowledge, and our Krishna conscious knowledge is so wonderful that I gave you the example of that lady. Whosoever can hear this, anybody can become Krishna conscious. And the lady was asking us like, please learn little bit Gujarati. Everybody can become devotee of Krishna. So this is the devotees, their heart. When we are on this path of Krishna conscious path, we want everybody to become Krishna conscious. Like here, Prahlad Maharaj, why he's teaching to his friend? Because he wants to give Krishna to all his friends. And this is the quality of a Vaishnava. So this is the quality of a devotee. That's why he said, Prabhupada said, Yan Methunadi Grahamedi Tucham. So the pleasure in the material world it's useless, it's nothing. When we have this the real sweetness of devotion service, then everything is tucham, useless. We don't have that taste after getting the devotion service, after having this true knowledge. And the main thing is the spiritual master who gives us the path, who shows us the path, how we can go to Krishna. And by the mercy of Guru, we can get Krishna. And by the mercy of Krishna, when our punya, when our pious credit becomes more and more, then only we have the mercy of a devotee. And without the mercy of devotee, nothing is happened. So here Prahlad Maharaj, who is giving his mercy to his friend, so he is telling them that this household life is like a dark well. Come out from this well where we have so much attachment to our family member, to our wife, to our children, to our relatives, to our brother, sister, mother, father. So all these attachment, it's not like we can leave them and go to the forest. No, whatever responsibility we can do, but we should know like what is good, what is bad for us. That same attachment that binds us in the material world, if we have same attachment to the devotee or to make other devotee, then same attachment free us from this material world. So we should all know, like from the Bhagavatam, that how we can change our attachment not to the person with the soul, like how we can make others Krishna conscious. That is the devotee's attitude. That is a good learning for all of us from the Prahlad Maharaj teaching. And we all know, like in the previous chapter also we read, like Prahlad Maharaj, he wants to make his father also devotee. So when he came from the school, his father, it happened 2-3 times when he came. So his father always asked what you learned from the school, and then he was not happy. Then he tried all his way, and in the next chapter also we will see like how his father wants to kill him. That was his final decision. But we all know, like if Krishna wants to protect somebody, then nobody can harm. But if Krishna wants, then nobody can protect that person. So this is our Prahlad Maharaj. So we can read the next verse now. Text 14. So shloka. Kutumba pashaya viyam nijayar nabhadyat artham vihatam pramatta sarvatra tapatraya dukhitatma nirvidyatena svakutumbaramaha. Translation: one who is too attached cannot understand that he is wasting his valuable life for the maintenance of his family. He also failed to understand that the purpose of human life, a life suitable for realizing of the absolute truth, is being imperceptibly spoiled. However, he is very cleverly attentive to seeing that not a single far thing is lost by mismanagement. Thus, although an attached person in material existence always suffers from threefold miseries, he does not develop a distaste for the way of material existence. Purpose. A foolish person does not understand the value of human life, nor does he understand how he is wasting his valuable life simply for the maintenance of his family. He is expert in calculating the loss of pounds, shilling, and pence, but he is too foolish that he does not know how much money he is losing, even according to material considerations. Chanakya Pandit gives the example that a moment of life cannot be purchased in exchange of millions of dollars. A foolish person, however, wastes such a valuable life without knowing how much he is losing. Even according to monetary calculations, although a materialistic person is expert in calculating costs and doing business, he does not realize that he is misusing this costly life for want of knowledge. Even though such a materialistic person is always suffering threefold miseries, he is not intelligent enough to seize his materialistic way of life. Hare Krishna. So we can see here Prahlad Maharaj, he is giving knowledge to his friend. And in this shloka, he was telling nicely like how the materialistic person, for the maintenance of his family, there is no any spiritual benefit. He's just wasting his time. And Prabhupada gave the nice example of Chanakya Pandit, like without, like if we waste one minute of our time, we cannot bring it back with millions of dollars. If we are not using that time for the service of the Lord, or in our chanting or any kind of spiritual activities. That's why, like we all know, like how devotees, they always use their time. When they are too busy, they just play some kirtan, and when they are alone, like doing cooking or something, they play some lecture. We all do that. And whenever we are free, we chant. So that's why devotees, they are always busy in Krishna Katha somehow or other, hearing, chanting something. So that's why the devotees, they are always using their valuable time, because they know, like anytime in Kali Yuga, we can leave our body. Like that is the first question that Parikshit Maharaj asked to Sukdev Goswami: what is the duty of a person who is about to die? So that's why devotees, they know, like this is material world, we are in Kali Yuga. So that's why we all use our time for the service of the Lord. Whatever service we have, we should use our time. So here Prahlad Maharaj is teaching to his friend, like the materialistic person, he cannot understand that he is wasting his valuable life for the maintenance of his family. It's not like family is not important. Family is important, but we should try to to make them Krishna conscious, so that we can have devotee association. And if we are not able to make others devotee, just for the sake of our relation or maintenance, we can, as a devotee, it's not like we can leave our family and go to the forest. No, we are a responsible. And when we take this Krishna consciousness, then we become more responsible, because we have to give answer to Krishna. Like we have nice example of Prabhupada. Prabhupada, wonderful, like how he had his family life. He had so much trouble from his family for the spiritual activities. His wife didn't support his family and everybody, but still Prabhupada tried his best. And at the end of his life, he left them. And like after he tried hard, at the end, he left them. But Prabhupada, he finished all his responsibility. So he gave them everything. So as a devotee, it's not we can leave our family. We can do whatever our responsibilities, we should do that. And then Prahlad Maharaj is saying, so he's failed to understand that the purpose of human life. What is the purpose of human life? So our purpose, Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Our main goal is to understand who we are, why we are in this material world. And after knowing that, then if we know for whom we are, we know we are the servant of Krishna. Krishna is my Lord and Master. And then our next action starts, the loving service. That's why Prabhupada named our society is Krishna consciousness. So service is very important. So we have to do, we should always busy in somehow or other, any service. That is very, very important. That is the purpose of human life. Purpose of human life is to come out from this cycle of birth and death. We all know, like we had so many lifetime, we passed so many lifetime, but this now finally we got this human body, and in that human body also, by the mercy of Prabhupada, by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, we have this knowledge that this human form is very, very important. And here, after reading the instruction of like Narad Muni, so we have this true knowledge that by knowing that, by in the service of Krishna, by knowing that Krishna is supreme, we are his servant, then we have to start our activities. That's why the devotees are very clever. They know how to use their time in anywhere or any time. They use their time in a very, very nicely. And then it described nicely like how an attached person in the material world always suffer from threefold miseries. Threefold miseries are there even for the devotees and for the non-devotees. But like there is nice example, like if there is a road and on the road there are so many holes. So, and when we drive, there are so many bumps, like we feel the road is not comfortable. There are two persons, those are driving. One is in a just simple Maruti 800 and the other is in Mercedes. So when we are in a good vehicle, then we won't feel that pain, like bumping and everything. But same thing, like threefold miseries are there for everybody. But devotees, they know that these miseries they are like Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Shito Shana Sukha Dukkha. So Krishna is saying they are like the winter and summer season. After the summer, winter will be coming. And after the winter, summer will be coming. They are like this. They are threefold miseries, this in the material world. So he never feel anything pain. On the other hand, demons, like they feel themselves insecure. Whenever some problems comes, they just feel like a lot of trouble. But for the devotees, there is very nice thing. Whenever problems comes, they start chanting more rounds, and whenever the happiness comes, they start chanting more rounds. That is their real good thing. The devotees, they are in every condition. They like to chant. They like to hear more, and they like to associate more. They like to do service more. So this is like how in the material world we can feel the difference between a devotee and a materialistic person. He does not develop it. For even though he is suffering in the material world, the materialistic person, still he don't feel the distaste for any of this material existence. He is feeling like let's try one more thing, another thing. Maybe by doing this thing, I will get some pleasure. But we know there is no pleasure in the material world. Maybe just for fraction of second, and immediately, if there is no problem, then our mind, this is our biggest enemy. If there is everything is going on good and wonderful, immediately our mind start thinking something else, and it makes everything polluted. But on the other hand, when we read Bhagavatam, when we read Bhagavad Gita, when we read the teachings of any devotee in the Bhagavatam, there are so many teaching of Kapil Dev, teaching of Prahlad Maharaj, so teaching of like Bhisham Dev, so much. There are so many teachings. When we read these teachings, prayers, like there are in the Bhagavatam, there are so many times comes the prayer of demigods, like different cantos. So when we read these teachings and prayer, like how Prahlad Maharaj is teaching to his friend, that gives us relief. That gives us like this material is like this. There is so don't waste your time thinking about these problems. There are threefold miseries are there. If we think or not, if we accept or not, there are miseries. So that's why like devotees, they never worried for anything. They know like Krishna is kind. So I could suffer more, but he's very kind to me. That's why he's reducing my suffering whenever some suffering comes, because they know, because suffering is there. And on the other hand, the person who is very attached to family life, whenever some small things or big thing comes, he is always very perplexed, very disturbed, because like he is always trying to make everything perfect, best. And we, as a devotee, we should all know in the material world, nothing is best. Like whatever we have, wherever we are, in whatever condition we are, we just know one thing, that Krishna is my Lord, I am his servant. And whatever misery comes or problems comes, Krishna is there to take care of everything. Like one time, one devotee, he was telling very nicely one pastime in the like in the aeroplane, like there is some problem came in the flight. So everybody's so disturbed, like what happened. But there was one girl who is very happy and joyful, playing with the toy nicely. So and the passenger, the who was sitting with the girl, he was asking, like, we are all worried. Why are you not worried? What happened? Why are you so joyful? The girl said, the pilot, he is my dad and he loves me very much. So I know nothing happened. So this is surrender. The devotees, if their problems come, miseries comes, they have full surrender on Krishna. They know Krishna never makes anything bad for them. They have full faith. So that's why even there are miseries in the material world, they never feel any miseries. They are always joyful. That's why the qualities of devotees are Ajad Shatru Shanta, Sadhva Sadhu Bhushana. That's their quality. They never feel anybody anybody as their enemy. They feel everybody as their friend. And even in the so many time, like if somebody gives them trouble also, they feel like that person is my friend, not my enemy. Because of that person, I am remembering Krishna more. So this is the devotee's attitude. They never feel anybody to be their enemy. So that whatever negative happened or positive happened, they take everything in a positive way only. That is devotee's quality. They never think. And in the purport, it describes so nicely like how we all can learn from this. Like Prahlad Maharaj is giving this teaching not to his friend. This is for everybody. So he is teaching to everybody, like how in the material world, and there are misery, there are troubles, there are attachment, but we should all have to come out from this material world. So here, like we can see, like the person who is wasting his valuable life just to make the family comfortable. And but we know in the material world there is nothing that we can make comfortable with the, like we all know, like in the COVID time, like we had so many people, they passed away, even though they were very, very rich, financially very, very, very nice, well situated, but still they passed away. Like from that we can see, like even the money also cannot save us from this material miseries, just by surrendering to Krishna. And how we can surrender to Krishna? By the mercy of Guru. Guru is the who can take us to Krishna. That's why, like Prabhupada said, we should never waste our valuable time. And how a person, we all know, like in the material world, that's why devotees are very, very kind. They always try to make others Krishna consciousness by any way, like by the books or by the prasadam or any, just by the giving the philosophy. Like we all know, like how much that person can grasp. Like when we are in homeless shelter, we know those people, they cannot understand the philosophy. We can give them small books, we can give them prasadam. And when we are in a good crowd, we all know, like there, if we tell them like our Krishna conscious philosophy, they can become Krishna conscious. And so that's the way, like we all can make others Krishna conscious. Like here, Prahlad Maharaj, he is teaching to his friend and telling them, like whatever happiness you are feeling here, this is temporary. The real happiness is Krishna consciousness. So that's why, like more like as soon as the teachers go away, so Prahlad Maharaj, he was giving them the true knowledge. And we all will be seeing the next chapter, like how Prahlad Maharaj, he was telling his own past tense, how he became Krishna conscious. Like we will see, like Prahlad Maharaj, he will be telling them like how his mother, and his mother was carrying him in the womb. So that time, like Indra, he came, he thought like there will be another demon. So that's why he tried to kidnap my mom. And that time Narad Muni came there, who stopped him and told him like the child in the womb, he is a pure devotee. Don't be scared from that child. So this is like we can all can see like knowledge like Prahlad Maharaj is teaching, and this knowledge he got from the parampara, from the Narad Muni. And he already told like, he will be telling like how he got this knowledge like when he was in the womb of his mother Kayadu, because she was in a woman body and she had association of Hiranyakashipu. She was not able to understand the philosophy. But even though Prahlad Maharaj, he was in the innocent child, he was in the womb, he was able to understand everything. So this is the quality of devotee. So when they become on this path, Krishna conscious path, when they want to others also, because the happiness, like we all know, like how we got up in the morning, we do arti, Mangalarti every day, we chant our round, the pleasure, how much pleasure, daily getting up early, having fresh prasadam, first offer to Krishna, then having, it's so joyful process. So that's why like Prahlad Maharaj, he is feeling that joy. So he wants to give that joy to his friends, same joy. And that is a devotee's attitude. So this is our parampara. That parampara is coming. So in one of the purport Prabhupada said very nicely, like this is like Narad Muni in this canto only. Narad Muni got curse from Daksha. Not this is in Daksha's pastime. So the Daksha, that you cannot stay in one place. Like when the Narad Muni took Daksha's son and he made them devotee, that Harishwa and the other group. So that time Daksha cursed Naradji that you cannot, you won't have any. Yeah, I'm cursing you that you will not have any place to residence to stay. So that time Prabhupada said in the purport very nice thing. He said like same curse is coming for us also, like because I made so many devotees, like this European American and their parents, they are also cursing me. So that's why I'm not able to stay in one place. So this is the reality in the material world. Whenever devotees try to make others devotee, because in the material world we all know, like like I also have many times experienced this, like people, they want their children to be anything, drunkard, smoker, or anything, but they don't want their children to be Krishna conscious. In India, if we ask somebody like if you are carrying a child, just read Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. They said, no, we don't want our child to be, they want their children to be doctor or engineer, but they don't want to make their children to be Krishna conscious. But sometimes people are very nice. We met one person, he's very nice. He took whole Srimad Bhagavatam set. He was telling us, I want my child to be Krishna conscious. So sometimes people are, it's according to their pious activities, how they react. But many people, they never make their children to be Krishna conscious. That's their unfortunate situation. So but from here, we all can learn how Prahlad Maharaj is teaching his friend, because he, as a devotee, he wants everybody to be devotee. So this is devotee's heart. He wants everyone to be Krishna. Yes. So nice. Thank you very much, everybody. If anybody like to add anything or any question, please feel free. I will try my best to give answer. Thank you very much, devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Geeta from Maryland. Thank you very much for a very, very inspiring class. And I just wanted to ask you, Mataji, is Narad Muni the son of Lord Brahma?
Yes, Narad is the son of Brahma. Yes, Mataji.
And so is Daksha, right?
Daksha is also.
So he cursed his own brother.
Yeah. Yes, okay. Yes. Yeah, Daksha. Because Daksha is in the family life, he wants his son to be the king. To be in the, he had many, the two party of sons. So he wants, this is Daksha's second birth. First was like he was the he was the father of Mother Sati, and this is his second. This is second son. The second Daksh is not that Brahmaji's son. He is the son of like Parchetas, 10 Parchetas.
I don't know, Mataji. Sorry.
Yeah, 10 Parchetas. Because first birth he was son of Brahma. That time because in that past time Mother Sati was he went to Mother Daksha's sacrifice, and nobody respected. That's why she put
Yes.
in
Yes.
the fire herself, and that's why like Daksha his head was cut, and he left. In that he left his body. Then again he took birth as a son of 10 Parchetas.
Okay.
Then 10 Parchetas and their wife, like who was given them by that moon god. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. I just wanted to. Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Madana Pranam to you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. So nice to hear from you after like a long break.
Nothing, Mataji.
You were not here.
Yeah, we were in India. We were there for 1 month. It was very excellent trip.
Nice. And also you, I hope you're safe with the hurricane situation going on.
Yeah, we were safe. We came like 15-20 days back.
No. Presently you're okay, right? There's some hurricane going up there.
In Tennessee?
Yes.
No, we are safe,
not there,
Mataji.
okay.
Because
Tallahassee, sorry. Tallahassee.
Yeah.
North of Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, not in Knoxville, Mataji.
Okay. Yeah, we just pray for everyone that, we're having this gushes of wind going on outside. We can feel, but we're just facing the thing. But it's a first hurricane which is showing its way. The three Adi Bhautik, Adi Devik, Adi Adatmik, right? So now
yes, this is Adi Devik.
We are fully guarded. Devik, the Devtas are upset and they're throwing these things around.
Yeah, what to do, Mataji? Because we create this kind of situation. That's why these things happen.
Yeah. True. And today's verse, when you were reading the
miseries
11:13, I was remembering in Nectar of Devotion or Instruction, it mentions that our mouth, tummy, and genitals.
Yeah.
This is very interesting, are all aligned together.
Nectar of Instruction, yes.
Yeah, just like they say that, if in the sense that, such a wonderful description is given about the tongue and how, it's just very mesmerizing. And if you really want to have faith that we should only take prasadam, offered to Krishna, then these verses are very, very powerful, because otherwise it can lead to distraction of senses, including the genitals and even the mind. I don't know, Mataji, if you can share a little bit more on this point, that, and I have a little bit of faded knowledge, like when we eat prasadam, some people call it food only, one portion goes in the body maintenance, blood and everything. The second one, I think, second one goes in
stool,
has
wastage.
Wastage. And the third part goes in refining the cells and making it sharper, and how spiritually, right?
Spiritually, yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Prasadam is very, very important, Mataji. Like otherwise, there is no other way to control our tongue, genital, or anything. It's very hard to control, Mataji, in the material world. Just by, like, sometimes we ask people, like, have prasadam. Even though reading scripture also, they don't think, okay, we just, after offering, we just pray. They don't proper offer, but like in that Prabhupada is that in our Krishna conscious family, the way Prabhupada is taught us, like it's excellent, Mataji. It's like I feel myself like in the lunchtime, unless and until I offer to Krishna, I never feel hungry. Like if I have breakfast or nothing, doesn't matter. Unless I offer to Krishna, I never feel hungry. And whenever I forget salt, somehow or other Krishna always remind me, you forget salt. So this is like when we make for Krishna, Krishna is very kind. Radharani herself, she help us in everything, Mother. And prasadam is very, very important. All three things are in line: tongue, stomach, and genital. So they are in line. To control everything, we have to have prasadam. Yeah, this is so
Mataji.
important. Yes, and one
And I
Maharaj.
was also hearing, like, for some people, if it is difficult, because sometimes people, they will say, oh, every time you have to offer, we eat like four, five times. So, then I tell them, I said, ideally, one can eat 3 times: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So only 3 times you have to offer. Just bow down, put the tulsi leaf, say the prayers, ring the bell, leave it there for some time, and then it's like it's anyway, Krishna is everything. I mean, we can't produce a grain, so just be thankful to him, and he's given all this, and once we're thankful to him, and it's very magical. I've seen one thing, that when we the suppose galti se hum logon ne koi fruit kaat ke kha liya, galti se we just cut it, or somebody offered, and we just say Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, like that, we say the Mahamantra and eat it. The taste of that fruit is not that tasty as it is when it is offered.
Offered, yes, definitely, Mataji, definitely.
Nicely washed, yeah.
Like people, they are so lazy, Mataji. For them, they can eat 4 times, but for eating also they need some time. They have to sit, but they don't have time to offer to Krishna. How they can expect good result? If they don't have that much time, they are lazy for the service of the Lord, and they are not lazy for themselves. How they can expect something good? I don't know.
Yes. And Mataji, one more thing you mentioned in your class, when Hiranyakashipu's mother, Prahlad Maharaj's mother.
Prahlad Maharaj's mother,
yeah. I mean, because she was associating with her husband who was not devotee, but at the same time he was hearing innocently, because he was not associating with his being in the womb, right?
Yeah, being in the womb. Yeah.
But it's so nice in Krishna consciousness that, suppose you do have to associate with your husband, who maybe is a karmi or a jnani or not exactly believing in bhakti, but the process Srila Prabhupada has given us is such that even if you're associating with husband, spouse, everyone, we chant, connect to Krishna. We take out private time japa.
Mataji, because you had associated with devotees also. If you are strong in your sadhana is very important for that case. If you are strong in sadhana and you have proper hearing, even though in that environment also, that power of hearing and power of association works, that magic works. Even though you are associating with non-karmis, like if your family is not devotees, but the sadhana, if you have full faith, like I am chanting my 16 round, I have to do that. I told you that lady, I met Gujarati lady. She left eating onion and garlic also, even though her family, they are not devotees. But by hearing, by associating with the Lal Govind Prabhu's katha and everything, she left. Sometimes these Gujaratis, for convince them taking one Bhagavad Gita, sometimes it's so hard. They said we are hearing from our grandparents, our parents. We know everything. But like, I was so surprised to meet her. I was asking, like, okay, whenever somebody comes to our house, we will bring to your house, and if somebody is trying to be Krishna conscious, it's always nice. And this is the association. Even though if husband and children, they are not devotees, but it's up to you. Like if you have strong sadhana, strong faith in Guru and Krishna, then that, even though if your family members are no devotees, but they also respect you if you are doing something sincerely or seriously. Even though they one day or other they will also become, maybe not in this lifetime, next lifetime, if somebody is appreciating, like if we are doing if somebody is doing good thing, like whatever, chanting or reading, if we appreciate that person, then also we get good karma. We should.
Yes, and so I always think, with my situation, I literally latch on to 3 things in my life which I don't leave. One is prasadam. Other thing is I have to do some seva in the temple. Doesn't matter what seva it is, or serve the devotees, because it's devotees. You serve the devotees, you serve your Guru and Krishna, just like we offer prasadam to Guru, right? So like I'm thinking that prasadam, then serving devotees, and then of course association of devotees, is also very, very important. So these three things, kind of, because we can't do sadhana alone.
Alone,
Especially especially when everyone is not devotee around, no, the environment nahi banta hai.
Yes,
So these things have to constantly remind ourselves.
Yes, Mataji.
Anything else I can remind, Mataji? Anything else in the mind? I'm thinking of sadhana. When you mentioned sadhana, it's a big term, right? So in sadhana, if you go like at a micro level, like a small level, I'm thinking at like prasadam is there, then of course service is there, then association of devotees is there. Anything else you can add, Mataji?
Yeah, just reading, some reading.
Yeah, okay.
Because Prabhupada books are very important. Reading is also like in the, we should hear from the devotees and we should read also.
Both we should do. Both
is important. Some Mataji is saying something. Somebody.
Sorry. Hare Krishna, Mataji. I just wanted to check about prasadam. I mean, I know whatever, if it's lunchtime or breakfast, whatever we are having, we should offer it to Lord Krishna in the mandir, right, in front of the deity. But so many times it's and one has to be mindful of the time also, because you cannot offer. Suppose you're having lunch. I'm just saying at 3 o'clock. But that's sleeping time, right? So you have to do it at a particular time every day. But if it's not, then just chant the food chant, and one can don't have to physically give it, right? You can mentally offer and have the food. Is that right?
Mataji, you can plan. If you are taking lunch 3 o'clock, you can offer to 12 o'clock. Make it and make it ready.
It's not possible, Mataji, every time,
Try your best, Mataji, whatever way it works. Try to.
No, so I just wanted to check. So you're physically offering every time?
Yes, Mataji. That is the best thing. That is the best thing, Mataji. Just if you don't have deities at home, just if you have Krishna's picture.
Picture is good.
Picture is also enough. Just put tulsi leaf and you just offer. Chant Prabhupada.
No, but deities one has, but timing also one has to, because
you can make everything if you are working or going somewhere.
So Mataji, you can also tell her if there are deities which are like, installed deities at home.
Yeah, deities.
Then
there,
timing is important, not otherwise.
Timing is important. Yes, Mataji. If deities are there, like maybe sometime, like if you are half an hour, 15 minutes late somewhere, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's not like if deities bhog time is like 12:30, 1 o'clock, and you can offer to 3 o'clock. That's not a good thing, Mataji.
Right.
Yeah. Just you can offer little early, and or you can 1 or 2 times. That's fine. But in a regular base, just make your time stable. That's always.
So are you saying that anything that you put in your mouth before that you chant the food chant, right? Anything. I mean, when you're outside the house, you're in a restaurant or you're in a party, what do you do?
Just like if you are restaurant, Mataji, that's
Mataji,
like
devotees have they have become vairagya. They don't go to restaurants.
Mataji. We are here in America last 20 years, but I never been to any restaurant, Mataji. For me, I don't know what the situation is, but like if you are just new on this Krishna conscious path, like just like whenever you go to the restaurant, if there is fruits or sometime office time, just with the mind you can offer. Krishna still accept, because Krishna know like you are in such a situation where you cannot offer with tulsi leaf or anything. With the mind you can call Tulsi ji and you can offer to Krishna. So
thank you, Mataji.
Just know this
also,
is
Mataji, I wanted to add one thing, like when I first came into Krishna consciousness, I was told that we have to keep a separate plate, spoon, couple of katoris, chammach, just like we have. And then that will be Krishna's bin, you can say. And everything is of like a glass, like a mug for milk, all that, whatever we eat, we offer that. And that way, you know that, okay, Krishna's plate is separate, just like sometimes some guests come in a house and we want to take out this nice cutlery set and give them. So similarly, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, so we want to serve him like like in a nice set we can make and keep, and always offer in that only, and then make sure it's washed with the separate juna, whatever they call that. It's kept separately. So then what happens, it's much easier that way, because that you have to offer in that. Other offer in any plate, then we are also eating, so it's kind of a jhuta ho jata hai, because we are eating in it like that. So, but Mataji, don't stress, just gradually go slowly, and things will this thing, even restaurant you're going, it's okay, but then like my Guru Maharaj says that it's very important that we are vegetarian, because it keeps us in the mode of goodness. That is very, very important for our bhakti, because otherwise people, he straight away says, my Guru Maharaj, that if you're not a vegetarian, then you will be in the mode of passion and ignorance, and it's very hard to practice bhakti in that, because there are 3 modes of material nature. Only the vegetarian food, will keep you in the mode of sattvic. But then again, our Guru's Guru, Srila Prabhupada, said that monkeys are also vegetarian. They eat nuts. So, we don't have to, we have to be prasaditarian. So if you keep one thing in line, I have to be prasaditarian, then, our food is prasaditarian. So then what will happen? Every time you'll feel hungry. Suppose you want to have some nuts or something, just take them out, put some tulsi, If you don't have tulsi now, the winter weather will come. Make sure the manjaris, those flowers that come out, you can just dry them, because and then put them in a glass, and keep them as an emergency. Otherwise, Amrendra Prabhu, he mentions, one of a very exalted speaker in Krishna consciousness, that the fragrance, it's all, if you have a tulsi plant and it's nice hara bhara, not a small one with few leaves, it's a nice big plant, then those tulsi, 8 or 9 tulsis can be plucked every day, except for Dwadashi. Dwadashi day we don't pluck, because Tulsi Maharani is also like she also fasts for Krishna. She's a devotee, so she's a little bit weak on the Dwadashi day. Only that day, you don't.
I thought
pluck
even
that.
Ekadashi you should not pluck.
I heard only Dwadashi, so like all other days I pluck. It makes sense what you're saying, but I don't know. Like if anybody has any other, just like she's weak, so she's fasted, and she's that's true. But you're right. One cannot, maybe, but then what one can do before the Ekadashi and Dwadashi, pluck 18-20 leaves. 18-20 leaves. Ekadashi is coming tomorrow. 20 leaves you can pluck, because you need leaf for every bhoga that you're offering. So for example, dal, you put 1 leaf, and leaf is so, of course we don't smell it till we don't offer to Krishna. But then, once it's offered, then we can smell it, we can eat it, and also we swallow it. So sometimes what happens, like what I do, suppose I get all the tulsi leaf in my plate, so I'll keep it on the side, then I take a glass of water and I gulp it down. I don't bite on it, because, tulsi is very dear to Krishna, and we cannot...
no, so I put the dry leaves back into the pot, in the gamla, so that you don't throw it in the trash also, so it's respected.
So Mataji, consume it. Don't put it in the pot. Take fresh green leaf. Let it come after offering, let it come on the table, and you can consume it, because it's so good to have tulsi anyway. Because that's like one of...
Earlier we used to make chai and all, but now, since I came to know about Lord Krishna's association with Tulsi Mata, I don't eat it now. Just like...
Yes, Mataji, little bit sacrifice is there. I'll tell you about the chai incidents. Like, when I was very small, I've been seeing my grandparents. They had a lot of tulsi plant. So my grandmother, my nani, would pluck the tulsi leaf, and then she would make this wonderful tea. That's the reason I started having tea when I was small, the tulsi tea.
Yes, but, we've all had that. But I'm just telling you right now. But I'm glad to...
Yeah, actually, we are committing an offense. See, everything is so glamoury and nice in the material, but the tulsi tea, it's so good, and it's very good for the body. But the point is, how is it connecting to the scriptural knowledge? Is it connecting there? Because that's where we have to connect to the scriptures. Like, Krishna would not want that, we would boil tulsi. Even when the bhoga is very hot, like you made hot kheer or something, just put the tulsi on the side, not on it, because you'll see it is so delicate. The green will become absolutely black, it'll burn out. So it's like burning the tulsi, Just keep it on the side. In your man, you say, like hot dal, right? Just
Right.
keep it on the side. If sabji is little cool, then it's okay. Like Mataji said, you can cook a little earlier, not at 3, and then 3 o'clock you can take prasadam. Little bit earlier, or just adjust the time, So like that. And sometimes you also have to do quick offering because, some family members have to leave or something is going on. Then, we quickly do the offering. And Mataji, there's a prayer we offer.
Yeah, I
I don't
know
know whether...
Brahma Arpanam. I know Brahma Hutam.
Okay, okay. 3 times, right? We said 3
Yes.
times.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. And so, yeah, like Mataji, go ahead. I just wanted to mention about, I was just thinking that, we should...
So basically, I'm confirming you never have tulsi chai, right?
No. Not even when I came to know, then I stopped having.
Okay, thank you.
There are some Matajis who, it's something like this. If you eat non-veg, then, you get protein. All the proteins are there in the dal and vegetables. Every possible protein is there. You don't need.
Right.
Similarly
right.
for tulsi, especially when ladies have monthly,
Yes.
this is very Ayurvedic. They will say statement like that. And then they will have 2-3 days this tea. No, you can have, of course, we don't take tea. So you can have some khada masala, ginger, honey, we can make that some kind of a shira like that, and have
Right.
with all these things. And there is always an alternative, And there's always an alternative for everything. I mean, soya people have, avocado people have, we substitute for eggs, soya substitute for meat, and we can have anything where it's all plant-based, basically. But the main thing is being prasaditarian. That is the main thing.
Right.
We have to keep
Thank you,
reminding
Mataji.
ourselves every day. Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for encouraging us to remember this because, sometimes we are just doing at home like that. But the significance of it is when we see enthusiastic devotees like you are asking questions. How do we do this? We're in a restaurant because we all went through it, And sometimes, of course, we are in a place, we are hungry. And, we just take some salad and we offer, we are sitting in the restaurant, or fruit and things like that. Or maybe it's like a simple sandwich. Make sure the bread doesn't have egg.
Right.
Like Kheera tomato sandwich, we can have like Subway kind of a thing. Majburi mein, na? Because we don't have anything, we're away from home. But just make sure it's vegetarian and it's prasaditarian. 2 things are there.
Nice word, prasaditarian. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. All Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. I think we have to be quiet now. It's Monday morning. We are like, maybe others have questions, Partha Prabhu and others. Thank you, Mataji, for a wonderful class. And all these thoughts are coming because, you gave such a nice class. And I really want to say the last thing, that the verses are so good that, you want to repeatedly read them, the purports. Otherwise, it will not settle in the mind. There's so much knowledge Prahlad Maharaj is giving. And we are so fortunate to be here on the call and hear different speakers giving their realizations. And thank you so much, Mataji. My Danat Pranam to you. Hare Krishna. Shama Kishori Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Danvat Pranam. It's a nice discussion which you and Mataji gave for the prasadam. Yeah, Mataji is nice. Like she can encourage others also, like have prasadam. But the prasadam is always wonderful, Mataji. Even if we make just plain khichdi, and after offering to Krishna, that also becomes like nectar. So everything is like that's all the devotees in our Krishna conscious family, we all have that experience. Whatever we make for Krishna, Krishna makes everything wonderful.
Thank you, Mataji.
Any situation, just make yourself Krishna conscious. If you are any kind of situation, just according to the situation you can do. Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Today we don't have Partha Prabhu there, so Partha Prabhu will ask questions. He's not there today. I was also thinking there are some people, Mataji, you will come across, I'm just giving my experience, that they don't want to take up Krishna consciousness, and they've heard from somewhere that taking prasadam, because, like prasadam means it'll actually go inside you and make you Krishna conscious. There you have no control. You can close your ears, not listen to philosophy. You don't want to do anything to do with Krishna consciousness. You don't want to chant. All those things are there. And anyway, we are chanting because Krishna wants to, be with us. He wants us to chant his name and he loves his name. So we are chanting. So then, like, the best is to tell people, to give them prasadam and not tell them it's prasadam. and let the prasadam act, I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
Krishna,
Yes,
Krishna
Mataji.
is so,
Mataji, we cook for the homeless people, and
okay.
we never tell them this is prasadam.
Yeah, because they are hardcore atheists.
Yeah,
They don't
they
believe
said,
in God. And,
why?
but yeah, but Krishna is in
Yeah.
their heart. Yeah. Wow,
Yes,
wonderful, Mataji. Nice idea to cook for them.
Yeah, we cook for the, like every month we cook for 600 people, and we never tell them this is prasadam. Whosoever come and help us, they are all our Indian families. They know like this is prasadam. So, but there are people, there is nice shelter. We drop prasadam there, but they love that food.
There are centers here for
prasadam.
homeless people. There are centers in USA for homeless people.
Yes, Mataji, they are in every city. Every city there is their homeless shelter. Is there in the shelters? What they do, they give training to the homeless people to make their life comfortable. But like still, they
Okay.
don't want to go there. They want their life free, like animal life. They don't because they don't want any rules and regulations. And these homeless people, they are not like our India's homeless people. India, Mataji, that how the people they sit on the street and they
Yes.
ask the 5 rupees, 10 rupees. They are not like that. They are from a very nice families, wealthy families. And because of the drugs and the intoxications they take, they makes themselves homeless. They left their home, everything. This is the situation here in America. We
So
think
it's,
America.
so it's Dukhale Masastakam everywhere. It doesn't matter whether,
Everywhere.
you know,
Yeah,
you
doesn't matter.
yeah, yeah.
Even if we call people, so-called people, they are very rich, but the miseries that comes, like Prabhupada is like Prahlad Maharaj is saying here today, like miseries are there. The money cannot solve all the problem. The peace of mind is like after reading the Shastra, after our chanting and our sadhana, like Mangala, morning Aarti and everything, that gives us peace, Mataji. Like when we read Bhagavatam, it's naturally when somebody is
Yes.
hungry, when we eat food, we feel the stomach is filled. So, because when we are hungry, what we need? Food only. And when we suffer in the material world, what we need? We need philosophy, little. That gives relief. Miseries are there anyhow. If you are rich or poor, that doesn't matter.
Customer, please scan the barcode on your scan it or scan it mobile device.
Yeah, if everybody can mute the phone, I think we can hear somebody, some barcode, something. Yeah, we have to be
so
careful.
Mataji, I was saying at Ramakrishna Mission, every
Yes.
Thursdays and Saturdays, they make food at the center. They have an industrial kitchen, and they serve the elderly people, 55 plus.
Nice.
Food is nice, Mataji, but like in all the society, the difference in our Krishna conscious family society and other societies, we offer others prasadam, not food. Food stay just for one time. If you are hungry, if I give you just one plate of food, you will eat, and next time again you will be hungry. But prasadam is for the next body. It goes with the soul.
So
That's why
what you're saying is that Prashadam, the people don't get hungry fast?
They get hungry, but prasadam will stay with the next body also, because this is the food for the soul. You understand, Mataji?
Yeah,
Because food is for the soul. Like our spirit
Yeah,
soul
just
parcel of Krishna, it stay with the soul. Like if you, that's
so
like
they do Brahma Arpanam for that food. So it is a Prashadam only.
but then also, Mataji, it depends who are they doing it to. Because there are some people who offer to devtas also, and that's like, one of the 10 offenses is,
and what they cook, Mataji, if they put onion and garlic, how Krishna can accept that? There are so many reasons.
And what if Tulsi Maharani is not there? Tulsi Maharani is not there.
We have nice Gurudwara here in our town, Mataji, and like one of our known family, before like we start this cooking like 10 years before that they sponsor cooking there in Gurudwara, but what they serve the canned stuff in the shelter, because they don't have any other option. And when they came to know about like how we are cooking that prasadam, After that, they stopped completely. They said, like, we want to give people like prasadam, because this is prasadam is very, very important. Even our Indian community also, everybody respect. Like, if you tell anybody like this is prasadam offering offered to the Lord, then everybody respect prasadam. Like, we don't need to tell them like it's offered to the Lord and everything. We know the magic works, so just tell them it's food. they don't need to know. We know it's prasadam.
So Mataji, I just want to add one thing here. There's a Chinmaya mission, right? Everybody must have heard that.
Yeah. Yes,
so
Mataji.
the Chinmaya mission, I used to go earlier there, in the sense that before I came into Krishna consciousness, this is before 2008. So I would go there, and they were serving vegetarian food for sure, but with onion, garlic and all that, like that, everything was there. So what happened then, I gradually came into this, but once in a while I used to still go there. So one time I met this lady. She actually passed away with cancer. And so one time I told this lady that I said, this is Chinmay is like a religious place. You have so many books. You're giving teachings of different devatas. There are different books which they educate. And then they take the money also, cost. They take a yearly cost. In America, that's how it is. I don't know about other states. In Florida, they charge you, and then they will read about Hanumanji and many other different devatas. So what happened is, I just mentioned to that Mataji that in Krishna consciousness I go there, ISKCON. So like sambar and all, they don't put onion, and they offer. So I don't know what happened. After some time, she went to the kitchen, that Mataji, and said, can we stop this thing, onion and all? Can we cook simple sattvic food? I was so happy. I said, wow, because I was confused that time. Now I'm coming here also. Can I eat here? Because now I've left onion. So I was in this dilemma, here and there, in two boats. You know how dangerous this is to be in two boats? Where suppose a boat decides to go east and west. Where will you go? Down in the ocean. So you have to kind of, like Prabhupada said, that material world, we cannot say we have to enjoy a little material world and spiritual. It has to be only one. It's like already the world is filled with so much of duality here. Birth, death, old age, disease, summer, winter, night and day. But in the spiritual world, it's not like that. Everything is eternal. So we have to spiritualize our living, to make it like one way only. It takes time. It's not immediately it'll happen, So it really takes time. There's a lot of, discouragement sometimes from the family members. But like the three things I was saying, prasadam, association of devotees. And third thing is, prasadam, association of devotees. And like service. Service is very important. So in our temple these days, the Matajis who came couple of months back, who are doing pocha and doing, taking out cobwebs, doing the cleaning of bartan and many other things. Now those Matajis, we've told them to back out because there are new people have come. New set of boys have come suddenly, 8, 9, and they want to do service. So those Matajis are backed out. Not that I'm not authority, but Shraddhanjali Mataji is another. Their management authority. I'm just like a servant of Krishna, do whatever I can do, So they have tell them to go and now give your services to others. Now these boys have come new and they're taking service, and some of them are resorting to chanting. Some of them are associating. So why service is important? Because when you're doing service now, you're decreasing a little bit of load of the devotees who are practitioners of Krishna. When you decrease the load, जैसे हमारे हिंदू में कहते हैं ना, elderly give blessings. The blessings comes from the devotee's heart. And when those blessings come, Krishna is happy, and Guru. So it's all connected together. So we don't have to think, oh, some Guru we will serve and he will come. Like my Guru Maharaj come once a year, but he's in India. Or, so we have to serve the devotees around us locally who are there. And the service will reach our Guru and Krishna automatically. Guru will know she's going to a bona fide ISKCON temple and serving my devotees. And then, we get blessings, and that's what we are looking for, because the more blessings we will get, the higher we'll have taste in chanting, cooking nicely and doing all things nicely, like that. So just sharing some things, Mataji, since we are having a nice conversation.
Thank you, Mataji. Very, very informative. Thank you.
Yeah, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Nice. Okay, so
If
Anything
anybody
else,
has any
Mataji?
question, comment for Mataji, then otherwise we can end the call. Anybody has any question, comment? Otherwise we can again offer a prayer, And Mataji, one more thing I wanted to say. One thought came to me about prasadam. Like, Mataji says prasadam is connected to soul. The ordinary food is connected to not the soul, body. So why it is connected is because remember, when we are offering prasadam, we have to eat. Eating and drinking is our basic thing. So we bow down, we say the Mahamantra, we ring the bell. So again, we are remembering Krishna. And then whatever is offered, that like remembrance of Krishna is there, gratitude is there. He's given us everything, and then what happened? That goes into our spiritual credit account. And then when it's gone to a spiritual credit account, and that same prasadam we're giving to others, it has a different effect altogether.
Right, Mataji.
It has a different effect altogether because, like even... So,
because one more thing, Mataji, just if we give somebody food, we are doing good karma.
Yes.
Like we are feeding the homeless or the elder home or something like that. Then we generate karma that binds us in the material world. And when we offer prasadam somebody, then it frees us also and others also from this body. You understand? My point is like, this is the difference between prasadam and food. Prasadam stays with the soul because in the next body we get a good body. We higher nice body we get. We can have a chance of devotional service in the next life also. But when we give somebody food, it binds us because we do pious activities. We do good karma that takes us to, Krishna said, like punya shine mrityu loke vashanti. So it takes like pious credit. We go to heaven, like where our pious credit goes down, then again we have to come back this material world. This is a cycle. It cannot free us from this cycle. So whatever pious activities, like pious activities like making a hospital or like feeding the people, that binds us in the material world. But same act, if we do for Krishna, that free us from this material world. So this is
like Krishna also says, Mataji, in the Bhagavad Gita, that if you don't offer and eat, you're eating sin.
It's a sin. Yeah, it's a sin. Yeah. In the 3rd chapter, he said, like, if we don't offer to Krishna, even though we are eating the same food, it's a sin. Yes, Mataji. Nice.
And also, Mataji, the story, if you can remember, I'm not a person who can give a class. I try to understand the philosophy in which there were 2-3 gurus going. They were eating prasadam, and the other guru, there was another, like guru chela, right? I'm just giving a story synopsis. I don't know whether it's true. I mean, it is there, but maybe I'm not saying it rightly. So the chela thought, I'll get some prasadam from the guru. But you know what the guru did? Guru threw it in the ocean. There were a lot of fishes there. Immediately, when those fishes took the prasadam, they got human birth. And the chela was amazed. Oh my God, my guru knew that the fishes needed the prasadam more than me. Because they were in the fish body, which is not a good thing to be fish body, animal body. They're more bound up. They can't even hear Bhagvatam. So then they immediately became, then he realized, oh, I was expecting this thing, but my guru, threw it in the thing, and those fishes immediately they had a body and they came out, like that. So prasadam has that, connects the soul. It's not like to the body only. So everything in Krishna consciousness is so spiritualized and so transcendental that, that's what attracts the heart and, keeps us mesmerized and connected. So that's also very important to understand. And all this comes from our reading, Prabhupada's lectures, Prabhupada's lectures are also very important to hear. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Nice.
Thank you, Mataji. Both the Matajis, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji. We pray that everything goes well in your life, and you have such wonderful questions, and we always the call seems like not complete when you're not there. So, thank you for being there for us. We hear your voice, your questions. It's so nice. You're connected to all of us.
We miss you on Sunday class, Rupini Mataji.
Yeah, it's actually Saturday, Sunday, I take break because then, I have to leave early for temple. And then I have to make, there are some services which I take up, no? So then I have to
Right,
cook prasadam at home, and then I have to leave there. And then I have some organizing, cleaning, and other seva in the temple. But yeah, once in a while I do join. But thank you so much for joining. I'm just connected from Bhagvatam class Monday to Friday. And this Saturday, Sunday, I have other services, which I continue with.
Thank you, Mataji.
So again, Mataji, we're going to offer prayers just like we do for prasadam, for offering bhoga. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhu evacha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anand Koti Vaishnava
Hare Krishna.
ki jai. Harge Shama Kishori Mataji ki jai. I love Mataji's name. Shama Kishori Mataji. I just love her name.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, all the devotees
all
who
the
joined
devotees,
today.
your
Ki jai.
name is so beautiful, Mataji.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Chaturmas ki jai. And
Hare
everyday chant devotees.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna.